TikTok is apparently opening up 300 virtual restaurants. So if you're not familiar with the concept of a ghost restaurant, basically it's a network of oftentimes completely unrelated kitchens. And sometimes they're commercial kitchens, sometimes they're operating commercially as kitchens, with recipes that are standardized across the menu of whatever the sort of the virtual brand of restaurant is, and that unlock the ability for these sort of virtual food brands to deliver their food sort of overnight across a very, very large area, say, for example, the entire continental U.S. So what you do is you come up with the restaurants that you want to serve. You presumably you sign some kind of deal partnering with a network of ghost kitchens, and you launch your restaurant. Obviously, nobody would be able to come in and eat at a Mr. Beast diner as it stands right now, but
Linus Tech Treats.
But yeah, Linus Tech Treats.
Dog treats or something?
Not bad.
Cat treats?
I kind of like it. You wouldn't be able to eat at an actual Mr. Beast restaurant, for example, but you could invest in branding for delivery vehicles in order to make it feel more like a restaurant order experience. You could just use regular Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats and make it all just completely all takeout. All. Oh man, I'm missing all app-based delivery services. And as long as you figure out a way to control the quality of the food, then it's a pretty cool way to build a brand, build a food brand, build a loyal audience, but B, also provide some support for an industry that has actually been suffering. The food industry has been suffering, although I would make the argument that a big part of why the food service industry is suffering is because of app-based delivery. People who take out via app do not buy things like alcohol, especially because in a lot of areas that's not actually allowed. So a lot of what they make margin on is not happening.
And the apps take monster cuts.
A lot of what they lose money on, like packing materials, is amplified. They're not obviously going to get tipped in the same way because the tips when you order through an app are going to go to typically the driver, is my understanding, not the actual people who work at the restaurant. So there's a lot of challenges with all this, but it is apparently happening, and the newest virtual restaurateur is apparently TikTok. They teamed up with Virtual Dining Concepts to create these ghost restaurants. These are the same company that worked on the Mr. Beast restaurants, one of which is actually becoming a brick-and-mortar location. What a wild...
The Mr. Beast one, yeah.
All right, so back to TikTok's thing, which is actually sort of boring news. They're going to make a restaurant. I mean, that really was the whole thing. I just wanted to talk about how cool it would be to run a land center. Also, there is other TikTok news. What's the whole thing? Oh, never mind. Apparently there's more crap about this. So you'll be able to order tasty, trending TikTok dishes like tomato feta pasta and other assorted viral dishes directly to your door. That is actually a really cool concept. The menu will change on a quarterly basis, and it will include some of the platform's biggest food trends. So the initial batch will feature the aforementioned baked feta pasta, which Google says was the most searched dish of 2021, as well as a smash burger and pasta chips. And they're going to start with 300 locations with the plan to expand to more than 1,000 by the end of 2022. They say they'll give a cut of the profits from the venture to the creators of the recipes. That is going to be difficult to validate.
Whoa.
Who created the recipe? The one who comes up with mostly the recipe, or the one who adds
up.
a bit of cilantro to it? Get
derivatives
real. As well as burgeoning food creators on the platform. However, they didn't clarify how they're going to determine the true creator of the dish. So good luck with that. Now, we have a discussion topic from Colin. If you were to start a TikTok food trend, what would your dish be? You can't say cereal. He knew I was going to say cereal. I would love to have my own cereal. They would be Linus Tech Bits or something like that. Oh man, Quick Bits would be such a fun Quick Bits cereal.
I feel like Quick Bits would almost be like microwave porridge or something.
Microwave porridge. Okay, I can't say microwave porridge
Because
is my jam,
I don't
but
think you can describe cereal as quick,
I mean, it's pretty quick.
but it's all the same speed.
It,
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like cereal as the concept is quick.
You're dodging the question.
What's the question?
The question is, what would be your TikTok food trend?
Sorry. I've been focused on merch messages. People are going ham.
Okay, well, I can go first.
Yeah.
Okay, this I don't think this would ever be trendy, so I'm going to pivot and I'm going to talk about one of the weirdest snacks that I ever ate regularly.
Oh, nice. I got a few of those. Yeah.
So one of the things that my mom would do when I was growing up is she would sit at the dining room table with her newspaper, because that's the era that I grew up in. She would sit at the dining room table with her newspaper in her housecoat, and she would sit and consume an entire head of iceberg lettuce. It's just crunchy. It's satisfying.
Sure. Okay.
So I would, I was a young boy, and I was like, oh, mom's eating lettuce. Okay, I'm gonna go pick at some of her lettuce. And then she got like defensive about it because like it's her lettuce, and she's like, actually, this is my lettuce. So obviously that made me want it so much more, because if I could have a tasty snack while also bothering my mother, then that's like A+ primo.
Yeah. Gamer moves.
And one day I was like, you know what? Like it just doesn't really. It doesn't taste like anything. It's got a great texture. Love the texture of iceberg lettuce. I don't know why I did it, but I like dipped it in soy sauce. And for like probably a year after that, that was my snack. I would sit and I would consume like half of a head of iceberg lettuce, just like a little bit, just like dipped in a little bit of soy sauce. So you got like this crunchy, salty snack. And as far as health goes, I mean, it's a heck of a lot better than sitting and eating potato chips. Sure, you're certainly consuming probably more sodium than is optimal.
Yeah.
But on lettuce instead of on, a fried potato.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No one ever really stopped me. Like it didn't bother anyone. So I would just consume these copious amounts of lettuce with soy sauce. And that was my snack.
So my weirdest one was I used to just eat black olives out of the can, straight out of the can.
Oh, that's not even weird to me.
No.
That's like,
man,
that don't impress me much.
My favorite thing to make, like if it's like a Saturday and I'm hungry, even now, and I've been doing it since I was very young, is I don't know why, it's a blueberry bagel. I'm fairly certain that's just all we had in the house at the time.
Yeah.
And I've just never changed it because I like it and I see no reason to change it.
Sure.
But blueberry bagel with not too much. I find a lot of people way too much, but just a little bit of mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise on a bagel.
Some bacon. A lot of lettuce. And that's it with peach juice. It's really good.
Huh. I don't think either of these is going to be a viral sensation.
No. No one else has ever been interested in that. But I love it.
Huh. Okay.
What I do like making that could be more interesting to people is inverted chicken cordon bleu. I've probably told you about this before.
So cheese on the outside?
Cheese and prosciutto and basil.
Interesting.
So you do.
How do you contain
prosciutto?
it?
Yeah, the cooking process. I used to do it on early date nights when I'd have a girl over, and then I would cook it in person because it was really impressive. Because the process of cooking it was
cringe
like
as
it worked really well. You can say it's as cringy as you want, but that was highly successful.
Let me confess something that you might not realize. I don't have a lot of moves with the ladies.
Well, there's a move, dude.
Not that I'm going to need it. But
That's fair.
I don't have a lot of moves with the ladies. So I have no context whatsoever for what's a good move and what's a bad move. But if you say wrapping a hunk of chicken in ham and cheese and
basil.
frying it is a move, then I think I can say with complete confidence, I will never understand women, and I give
usually
up.
like roast some cashews with it and make some asparagus and like do other stuff as well. Like it was like it wasn't just like one piece of chicken on a plate. It was a full meal. But yeah, it was good.
Are their standards really that low? Do guys suck that much?
I think kind of,
that's that impressive.
I think very few guys cook. So you show like, yeah, I can cook. I can
You
do
can
that.
cook like 2 things.
Yeah, and they're really good.
And I guess that's all you really need.
They're
if
really
it's
good.
on a first date.
I think it's 3, so take that back.
Are 2 of the 3 things some form of chicken?
No.
Are all 3 of the things some form of chicken?
Nope. I'm going purely unique.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ken K says, guys suck that much. Yes.
Yeah. It makes it really easy to show off, so you might as well actually do it. I think part of the problem is that guys will be like, oh, that's lowbrow. I'm just going to do nothing, which is not better.